Today's chapter is very important. Benefit to our life, benefit to our health, improving our spiritual practice. So today's the first sentence for today's chapter is related to these two characters. In Chinese, this is 股神. I translated that to valley god or rain god. So the valley god never dies. We know valley in the nature. If we have a mountain, water eroding down, and we have the valley or the cavities. The water flow in the nature. The water flow in your body, because our body have a 70% water. Our body have a lot of valleys. All we call pressure points, or our 5 organs on the face: eyeballs, our ear, nose, mouth. They're all cavities. The most important cavities in our bodies are inside our head. We call that the pituitary gland, 松果体, pine seeds gland. It's like the generals or the emperors inside our brain. And then that place can controlling our whole body. Hormones, our emotions, our spiritual whatever in there. So that's why it's so important, this part. Different religions, different masters, they focus on the brain, right? They do meditation, and we call that the heavenly gate or heavenly portal, and they can focus that. And if you ever learn Qigong, 7 chakras or 3 different gates on the body. We have the Guanyuan, we have the Sanzong, those places. They are the most important part in our body. So you can focus on those places, you can pray, you learn Qigong, and they really connect to different universal energy. 7 chakras, that's relate to 7 different colors. There's red, orange, and yellow, and then green, blue, and then there's green blue, and then purplish. The 7 chakras relate to different levels of the lights, because the higher you reach, the higher connection to the universe. So that's the valley god, we call the heavenly portal or the heavenly gate. We focus on that. We can cultivate it every day. So you need to find the masters, point out that for you. You have to go through the gate, find the right place, right person to open that for you. Yeah. So why we say the valley god never dies? Because this physical body is going to die anyway. Dust to dust, one day we're going to all become dust. Must not mean this one. Not relate to something beyond the physical body. I'll give you an example. When I was younger, I went to Lutheran church. I have a very good teacher there. He's a priest, his 20s. And I met him when I was a teenager. He showed me the Bible teaching. He had a music degree and have a very wonderful voice and teach me how to do piano. I like him very much. Jesus Christ teach is one of my earliest learning to get into the spiritual world. And after I left Taiwan for many, many years, he's connected. Finally, I found him. Right now, he's 80-some years old, but he still go to different church and teaching people the Bible. He had a PhD in psychological degree. and helping people having mental problems. One day I try and call him, and he said, "Yeah, I remember you." I sharing my thoughts about the Tao, about Jesus Christ. He read what I wrote, and he sharing his learning in the Bible, and share me where the Jesus Christ is talking about the water. Water is wonderful things in our world. Without the water, we cannot live. And in the Bible, Jesus Christ said, "Come to me. If you are thirsty, you drink the water, will thirst again. But if you drink my water, you will never thirst again," right? If you will go to Bible, we know that. I start to find all the Bible teach, and find out the connection. And we find that we all have the same kind of source. We have the same kind of ideas in many things. The only things we separate each other because human society, our ego, so cause of a lot of conflict. Actually, we all come to the same source. We have no difference. Doesn't matter it's Buddhism, Taoism, or Christian, or Catholic Church, whatever. Everyone actually teaching the same kind of thing. As long as we know what is we are doing, we will never dislike other person again because we have the same source of life. Its name is called the mystic female. In I Ching or in Chinese medicine, we know these two words relate to the yin energy. Mystic female is 太阴, 大阴, big yin. Okay. In our body, what is the 太阴 organs or 太阴 meridians? Is two major organs. One is the lung, 太阴 lung channel, 太阴 lung organ. One is the spleen, the digestion system, and relate to our digestion or our hormones, relate to the blood, because blood needs all the yin energy to accumulate to generate that. I mentioned that to you because this is so important to our health. Okay. But we forgot the nature. We're trying to do the things against the nature. So 3 to 5 a.m. Why is it important?
3 to 5 a.m. Your lung wake up.
That's right.
So it's still sleeping.
You should get up and do something. Because in the ancient time, this is the time official people go to the palace. It's this. The spleen. When the spleen wake up? 9 to 11. So we shall eat the food the noon time by this time. After 11 to 1. This is all good time to eat the lunch. And this is the good time to eat breakfast. So I give you these two examples just indicate that our bodies follow the nature of the sun and the moon. So after 1 o'clock, we should let the whole body rest. Should not eat much. If the people start to realize they don't eat the dinner, don't eat the full meal dinner, no. Because this way, let all the organs rest, particularly the organs we use in the daytime. So afternoon, let them rest. And another just the physical health. We also need to considering our mental health, right? A lot of people get suicidal or trouble in the family, a lot of mental psychological problem. Why we have that? Because if we understand the Tao, we understand the natural way, we will avoid the trouble from that. One example for 纯品之门, the gate, heavenly gate, is what? We understand the galaxy, the cosmos, understand the astrology. We know there's called a black hole. Black hole is one very good example for the mystical female. And we don't see them. Only have a very dedicated equipment, we can find the black hole. Otherwise, hard to see where's the black hole. So we have a black hole inside our body, just like I pointed it out. We use that, create all the energy. And this one, heavenly gate, or we call it mystical female, is the roots of heaven and earth, because that's the creation of heaven and earth.
Why is it female?
Because black, this color, indicate not moving much, is holding inside. Just like a Vishnu mother, always stay home, cooking for people, support everything, do all the things. But is the major part is supporting a family. Females such as the mother nature. Without the female, no life. So mystical female is such wonderful ideas to connect to our nature. Once we understand the mystical female, we know the energies continuously just come out like the water spring, water streams, the river, floating in our universe, on our surface, on our planet. Continuously go, sometimes we see them, sometimes we don't, but that energy is continuous to come. We can use that energy endlessly. And so we cannot totally separate it from the spiritual practice. A lot of people think, medicine, those things totally is a scientific approach. But actually we cannot totally separate it from the spiritual cultivation. We have to use that, practice that energy, continue to supporting our endless energy source. It flows continuously and seems to always exist. Seems always exist. Seems. Okay? You don't want to say that's the exactly. Everyone have a bit different. Everyone find your own way, find our own way for life. It's like even the Bible, Jesus Christ says, if we drink the water, we're going to thirst again. If you come to me, you drink my water, you will never thirst again. So what that water means? That water means the wisdom. If we have the wisdom, we understand the mystical female, we understand the ideas of the mystical energy, we never feel thirst again. To me, once I receive the true water, the wisdom water, I will never lose it because I already have that. So I will never lost. So it doesn't matter where I go, wherever I live, I already have the wisdom. Why I need to worry about it? That's my idea, but not necessary to everyone. Because a lot of people, they want to recharge, refresh. But I said, I already have that. I can use that forever. So everyone have your own destiny, your own way. Okay. But I continue to use that. I find the more I use it, the more I get. Don't need to worry about it. I'm going to thirst again. just a little garden in our house, you can see how much energy in there. Never ending. Lemon, I use that every day. I put it in my water, every day. Is the lily. Very good for the body. We bought it quite a few years ago. In the beginning, you can see how much produced. So you cannot separate from the universe, separate from the nature. To learn Tao's is so important. Anyway, so thank you very much.
Thank you very much.